London as we speak. WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange is facing extradition to the U.S., indicted on 18 violations of the Espionage Act for publishing classified material. Let's see. Has anyone ever read the Pentagon Papers, by the way? Might want to read that. By the way, you know that's the case where the Supreme Court ruled journalists had the right to publish leaked classified material from the Vietnam War. It's a landmark case. Put aside whatever the legal issues are here for a second and discuss the irony of these charges. Julian Assange, what they're now saying they want to bring him to this country for, would be facing the Espionage Act charges for publishing otherwise, quote, secret materials from, they say, Russia. He denied it when I interviewed him. But Hillary Clinton's secret server, let's see, had top secret classified information on it, a clear violation of the Espionage Act. Where are those charges? Now, also, what else are they talking about? Clinton faced 0 charges for, let's see, funneling money through a law firm to hire an op research firm to hire a foreign spy and paying for Russian dirt on Donald Trump. She paid for Russian disinformation, or as the New York Times now recognizes, a little late, it was Russian disinformation right from the start. And Hillary Clinton literally colluded with a foreign government. Okay, why isn't she being held accountable? She paid for Russian lies. By the way, in my interview with Assange in January, put it up on my Twitter account if you want to watch the whole interview, January 2017, I asked him 6 separate times. He denied ever getting anything from Russia. Okay, maybe you agree or disagree, which even if he did, at least he didn't have to pay for it like Hillary Clinton. That would be unequal justice under the law. If you're going to say, oh, we got to bring this guy here, why isn't she arrested for the Espionage Act? Why isn't she arrested for paying for Russian lies? Now, it's undisputed. It is clear. There's a paper trail. We know the dossier author, Christopher Steele, on record testifying about that dirty dossier, even say he has no idea if any of it's true. Clear evidence that 2 far-left hacks pretending to be journalists, David Corn, Michael Isikoff, conspiracy theorists, leaked the dossier information. Why? To help the Democrats rig the election with her Russian bought and paid for lies. When I interviewed Julian Assange, I asked him over and over again about his sources. He consistently denied working with Russia or any other state actor. But we know Hillary paid for it. Take a look. Did Russia give you this information or anybody associated with Russia?
Our source is not a state party. So the answer for our interactions is no.
WikiLeaks was working with the Russian government to influence the election. Is that true in any way, shape, matter, or form?
No, that's absolutely false.
Can you tell the American people 1,000% you did not get it from Russia or anybody associated with Russia?
We can say, we have said repeatedly over the last 2 months that our source is not the Russian government and it is not a state party.
Okay, there are some agencies in this country that disagree with Julian Assange. That's separate and apart, by the way, from the fact that Hillary Clinton paid for Russian lies to influence the election. How come she's not being arrested? How come she's not having charges brought up on her? This is a lack of equal justice under the law. The question remains, okay, if Julian Assange is aggressively targeting for publishing material, where are the charges for Hillary Clinton, who paid for Russian lies and colluded with Russia and paid for the Russian lies and used it in the 2016 campaign? This is just one part of our dual system of justice in this country. Want to talk about more unequal justice? All right, let's look at the 6th Amendment. That was the one that guarantees, quote, in all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right to a trial by an impartial jury. Now, does that mean anything to you? Because it apparently means nothing to federal judge Amy Berman Jackson, who presided over the case against Roger Stone and the Manafort case. In a recent decision, the judge went on an anti-Trump rant. The Obama-appointed judge even pushed an unrelated conspiracy theory. Roger Stone was covering up for President Trump. He wasn't a part of the Trump campaign, and that's not all. She also claimed that Stone's jurors served with integrity. Okay, we've got a big problem with that lie because the jury foreperson outed herself on social media as a compromised anti-Trump, anti-Roger Stone activist, referring to President Trump as a member of the Ku Klux Klan, calling all Trump supporters, that would be Roger Stone, racist. She even tweeted about Stone directly in January 2019, applauding the late-night raid of Stone's Florida home. So let me get this straight. You got, let's see, Mueller prosecutors wanted to lock up Roger Stone for 9 years because he allegedly lied to Congress. Then a jury led by a Trump-hating foreperson, a Stone-hating foreperson, will convict him on all counts. She'll run that's a sham show. And Trump-hating media, Obama appointee, gives him 40 months in prison. We're supposed to be okay with this? Now, keep in mind, most of Stone's charges, process charges, lying to Congress allegations. We'll scroll all the other lies, but first we got to introduce our guests. We'll scroll them on the side of our screen.